Well, YouTube, nobody's perfect, but I guess you can't get away with that here on YouTube because you get crucified either way. This video here, I made a video where it clearly says, real or fake, you decide. Reals, first word, big letters, you, doesn't matter. I wrote down here, well, what do you think? Doesn't matter. I get crucified anyway. I'm sorry I made a mistake. From the information I had now, that it appears that this was busted on blog, and blah, blah, blah. It looks like it's a real card, whatever. It's regardless. The way this is handled, it could have been handled in a different way. It could have been done better. I'm not, nobody's perfect. And I'm the first to admit it. I make a mistake, I admit it. I've taken plenty of videos down. It doesn't matter to me. I'm the only person on YouTube that I know of who's done things to get people to unsubscribe. I've actively done things to get people to unsubscribe, and I'll keep this up if that'll get me people. Take a chill pill already. The threats weren't necessary and everything else. All I needed was, this is legit. I seen it busted live on blog or whatever. Fine, it would have been over with, said and done. But now, see, that's another reason why people are leaving the community. Is all the hostility, the negativity, and all this other nonsense that's going on. All the good people are leaving and all the trash is staying behind. There's more things I could say, but, real or fake, you decide, and I get, hell in a handbasket for it, but it's like, it doesn't matter. Who cares? If you guys want to behave a certain way, that's, I can't do nothing about that. I get attacked, and that's fine. Bob Gibson fan, did his thing, and, he said, recently, he said that I didn't make any PSAs that showed proof. Well, in fact, I did. The very two previous vids I posted to this was actually one video cut into two parts, and both parts had proof that the cards were altered. I made plenty of videos that showed proof, but that doesn't matter to some people. There's some people that are just too hateful. You can't do nothing about that. Reminds me of the situation with Melbourne Cowboys. He had a lot of defenders too until the people started posting videos showing otherwise. That's the purpose of me doing these videos. When I say real or fake, you decide. Whatever comments I make, it's ultimately your decision. I'm asking for your input. I'm asking for your help. I've told people plenty of times, make your own PSAs. I'd gladly pass on the torch to somebody else. You go take it. You start doing them. I don't care. I'm doing this because I've been asked to do it, and that's why I'm doing them. And the comments about that, I didn't show proof. I have plenty of videos that show proof. My last two videos have shown proof. So, you saying that I didn't do it in such a long time is not factual. And I could go on all day long about hobby shops. Now I know, Frank, you have a shop, and the other people involved in this, they have a shop. Fine, good and well. But recently I've showed the trend where if some of you recall my Ray Rice red ink, there's 4 of them available right now on eBay, and if you look carefully, these 2 here are by Playoff Palace, and if you look, I think it was this one here. He has 5 available under this auction, and then he has 1 in the other auction. So he has 6 available at this time. Now there's only supposed to be 10 of these in existence, and this seller has sold over 50 of them so far. And I actually stopped keeping track, because we started a communication, but that proven to be a lie as well, and I haven't heard from him since. So I'm going to start tracking this stuff again. But now I don't have the numbers for the recent sales, so I started tracking them again in January when he stopped communicating. Now, I found a sheet of paper that had the numbers for the Jamal Charles. Somebody asked me about this, so I kept track. And I'll just show you here this item number. He sold 2 of them in January here. Then this item number. The next day, he sold 2 more. Then he sold another one a week later. Oh, and then there was another one at the same time. He sold one by itself. Now, like I said, these are showing up in card shops now. I held those in my hand as well. There's a way, just by feeling them, you could tell the difference from the legitimate cards. If you have a card shop, you should be able to distinguish yourself between the real and the fakes. These are showing up at card shops. The economy is bad. Some card shops are dealing directly with Burge to buy the counterfeits from them. And now they're showing up in the card shops. And there's a Ray Rice right now in my local card shop here. He actually sold one about a month ago, and he got another one. He says he buys it for somebody who keeps coming in. And I asked him if it was the guy who tried to pawn off that fake Adrian Peterson, but he said it was somebody else. Because somebody actually came in when there was a little trading group going on. He tried to sell the Adrian Peterson. So now Frank said that he didn't like when I started dissing the graders, PSA, DNA, JSA, and now Beckett, because if you could tell, Playoff Palace. Now he told me himself he got all of these cards from Burge and his associates. So he got this card from Burge, and this sold in November. Okay, this is graded by Beckett. Okay, that's a counterfeit card. All right, they have them graded by PSA and JSA and also GNI. Burge just made a huge deal with or was it GIA? I think he made a huge deal with them, and they're selling a lot of the counterfeits by them. And then here's another one. A lot he's selling right now. This is of Kevin Smith. It's a huge lot. Now, if you notice, there's 8 red inks right here. And this is the 9th one that's graded. And there's a couple of blue ones that are graded. Now, I don't know if you people have noticed, but ever since I started making my PSAs, it's making effect. A lot of these guys are changing their usernames and so forth. And what they're doing now is, with a lot of these counterfeits, which I've shown in previous videos, right now they're all buy it nows. All of them. They're all buy it nows. This one here is not buy it now, but that's a duel. That's by somebody else. So they're doing a buy it nows now. They're changing their tactics. They're changing their usernames. It's because, and plus they're getting them graded now because the feel test, you could, just by feeling it, you could tell if it's fake or not. And they're showing up in the shops. The economy's bad. The card shops have to sell them. Now, this one here is also in my local card shop here. And this is graded by PSA. This is a Bronco Nagurski 1988 card here. Now, my card shop actually has 2. One graded by PSA and one that's not. And the Ray Rice ones, I've talked to 6 people, and they have red inks in their local card shops as well in regards to that subject there. But this one, like I said, it's in my local card shop right now. It's an autographed card. Now, I don't know, see, most people aren't aware that these pop up on eBay from time to time, but the Nagurski family actually has an attorney, and they get them pulled down if they catch them. I don't know if they're doing that lately. Like I said, there's none for sale right now on eBay, so that might be the case. But what you might not be aware of is that Bronco had a serious heart attack and stroke, and he was bedridden, and he was not able to sign autographs in 1988, and he died a little bit after. So these cannot be legitimate autograph cards, even though it's been authenticated. I wanted to also, now I understand too that, I apologize again. I always apologize when I'm wrong. Nobody's perfect. And I understand too that, you know, if you think that your friend has been, somebody attacks your friend, but I could tell you about a friend of mine as well. Now, this guy here, he's, I knew him way back in the day when I lived in New York, Mr. Herman Darvik. I actually made a PSA about him. He actually joined YouTube too, and he wanted to know how I knew so much about him.